This whole city is falling apart. Ravaged by fear, plagued by looters and gangs. It's tearing itself apart at the seams. With all my powers, I can't hold it together myself. I need help. The kind only people like me can provide. I've heard of some sort of activity. A gathering of a special group of people. Conduits? Good? Bad? I won't know until I find them. But I know I have to find them. Have to do what I can to bring them back with me, to help me save this city.
This city is lousy with demons. They're everywhere if you know what to look for. Not that I'm looking. If it were up to me, they'd stay in the underworld. But I guess no one asked me. They don't ask. They just drag me down into limbo for a little chat. Me? I like to talk with my swords and my guns. And I kind of feel like talking now. Doesn't matter to me what they look like or where they're from. I'm coming for the demons. And when I'm done, none of them will be left standing.
Some say there's a war coming. Those people have already lost. This isn't the kind of war with sides. This is a race to the top. I'm already on top, and I'm only gonna get stronger. To do that, I need to destroy all other conduits, add their powers to mine. And to do that, I need to find them. Now I may have that chance. There are rumors of some sort of gathering, a collection of special people. Conduits? Whatever. They sound like people I should go introduce myself to. I hope they're ready.
Once upon a time, in the kingdom of Titania, there lived a beautiful princess whose love for her people was almost, but not quite, exceeded by her love for cake. So legendary were her cravings that all the neighboring kingdoms had learned to expect visits from the princess and her guards in search of more. One day, a messenger brought word of a new land, one whose cake supplies had not yet been depleted by her prodigious appetite. The king knew better than to try and stop his daughter, but insisted his best soldiers accompany her and ensure her safe return. And so the princess set out on her great adventure. She did not go looking for trouble, but when cake is involved, trouble is often not very far away.
ようやく長年の研究の成果が出たか。調合は完璧。そして驚異的な結果だ。若さを手に入れた。新しい世界が開けたぞ。もう何もわしを遮るものはない。さあ、この新しい体を試す時だ。今までよりも厳しく、強く試さねばならん。そのためには、わしのくだらん家族の相手はしておれん。今まで相手をしたことがない強者が必要だ。この新しい三島平八と戦う準備ができておればよいがな。
So where are we heading anyways? And don't say somewhere that away again.
Believe me, I wish I could say exactly, Daxter. I'm positive there's a new source of eco out here somewhere.
More eco? Are you sure about this?
From what I've heard, this is something different. Powerful stuff. And we may not be the only people looking for it.
Why do I get the feeling your neck is gonna need saving again? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens my calendar's clear today. And tomorrow.
It's good to have you here looking out for me, Dax.
Isn't that what I always do?
This entire city, destroyed by a god driven mad by jealousy, envy of his own son. Even now, they sit on their crumbling thrones and presume to judge their former puppet. While below, the titans I have summoned await me, ready to march on Olympus and correct so many of the mistakes of the past. But if I am to lead an army as mighty as the titans, I must prove my worth. There remain those who call themselves heroes. There is even talk of one who considers himself a god, issuing challenges to all who would answer. Heed my words, mortals. Tread lightly on the earth. Beware the ghost of Sparta!
died because of you, Sword. And what did it ever bring them in return? Nothing. Nothing but pain and sorrow. Now I realize, without me, you are nothing but an ornate lump of metal. I will unlock all your secrets, tame you, wield you, and release my people from your shackles. There is a place filled with warriors who consider themselves my equal. There, I will be tested and prove myself worthy. I will become master of this sword, and none will learn so faster than those who stand in my way.
So what is that, anyway?
Well, I can't make out the writing, but there's something about the drawings. You know, I think I recognize some of these locations. And these are coordinates. Someone was plotting a route to something, but
How about a break for a change? You know, there's nothing wrong with enjoying a little quiet time.
come on, Sully, you don't go through the trouble of making a map like this unless you're after something pretty valuable. Or hiding it.
Sounds like something we need to get a look at.
Better us than someone else, right?
Yeah, well, speaking of someone else, whoever wrote those pages is gonna want it back.
People want all kinds of things. It's getting them that's the trick. Fire up the plane. We're heading out.
Whoa! There's the gang! And Sonny Funny is with them. Hey, guys! Do you want to go to the movies?
The movies? No. Check out this new comic book.
Wow, Joe Chan is such a great hero.
Look how he handles all those bad guys.
I guess being in your own comic would be cool. If you're into that sort of thing.
My own comic book? I'd have to be a hero like Joe Chan. But how can I do that? Yeah, I know. I gotta believe.
Power. All men crave it. Some fight for it tooth and nail. Never understanding the struggle to hold it only leads to it slipping through the fingers. Power always finds its way to me, and always when it is most needed. Now, for example, Helgan is under assault by the ISA, an invasion which threatens our very existence. While beyond this planet and the warships massing above it, there are rumors of even more formidable opponents. A weak man might wait for those who oppose him to reveal themselves. Luckily enough for Helgan, I am not a weak man. No. I will find those who seek to do us harm. I will find them, and I will show them what true power looks like.
My adult life has been spent helping people the best way I know how. With my sword. It's my job now, training those strong enough to defend themselves and protecting those who aren't. I'm being sent on another mission. Someone is bringing a bunch of people together. No one knows why, but it doesn't sound good. Not sure they need my help, or want it. But from what I can tell, there's a force here bigger than anyone's imagined. One way or the other, I'm going to find whoever's behind this. I don't think he's going to make it easy. Fine by me. I've never liked it when things are too easy.
Come on, pal. If there were any gold bolts out here, space pirates would have picked them up by now. Let's go home and finish season 5 of Trick Out My Dropship, huh?
I will remind you that without gold bolts, there is no money for a Space Fix subscription.
Good point. Where to next?
A survey of materials recovered from microdebris along congruent vectors originating in this quadrant indicates a high likelihood of gold bolt production.
Well, that sounds worth checking out.
Might I suggest we align our search along the following criteria?
Hang on a second. The trans-scaling reductive subinverters picked something up. Let's head that way. I bet that's where we'll find the bolts.
We could do that instead.
On the way there, can you make sure our SpaceFlix queue is updated? I'd hate to have to sit through another episode of Horgsween plus 13.
If you were to say your myogenic cardiovascular organ was found in your chest, you'd be technically right, but spiritually wrong. Whether it's a welcoming palace or a home sweet hovel, Your home is where your heart is. Consider Sackboy. His home is Little Big Planet, the ever-expanding ethereal dreamscape of endless possibilities. Even the invading Negativitron couldn't persuade the diminutive creature of cloth to forego his crafted world. Indeed, it was he who kicked their bottoms out and returned Little Big Planet to its former glory. And it's no wonder. He's a little big planetian, for goodness sake. We live to create, and create to live. To hear of worlds where destruction outpaces creation is like nails on a chalkboard, wounding to the soul. If these worlds crying out for his special brand of creativity exist, Sackboy must search them out. What wonders will he find, reshape, and make so much better? We can only dream.
Ah, Sir Daniel Fortescue, having somehow defeated Zarok and banished his dark minions from Gallowmere, he has taken his improbable place in the Hall of Heroes. But after centuries of revelry and mirth, word has come that a new threat gathers in distant lands. Zarok again? Could the evil wizard somehow have returned once more? No, come on, that is ridiculous. But whatever has caused these creatures to gather together, a true hero is needed to defeat them. Unfortunately, all we have at the moment is a skeletal knight of dubious courage. But bravery and folly are often confused, and so is Sir Daniel, who sets forth, ready to meet the challenges ahead of him head-on, if not exactly jaw-on.
Sly! Sly! Emergency! This is terrible!
What? The greatest thieving guy in history suddenly decided to go straight?
Look, here and here. It's a clean job, there's no doubt about it. Very clean, very professional. I wouldn't have caught it myself if I wasn't looking for it.
Bentley, what am I looking at? I don't see anything here.
That's just it. They're not there. At least 2 pages are missing, maybe more.
Missing? But it's been locked in a vault since we recovered it.
Or so we thought. These pages were removed recently, Sly.
Have Murray put a new air freshener in the van. We're gonna find those pages and whoever took them.
Spike, you've done a remarkable job catching those monkeys. I think that may be the last of them.
Thanks, Professor. They seem to be getting smarter and smarter.
Alert! Alert! We've detected a series of events unlike any in our database. By all indications, this could be an alien invasion.
Aliens? Invading?
There seems to be some force at work causing this. Without further data, it may be safe to assume this is the work of Spectre.
Spectre?
There's no time to wait for more information, Spike. If this is Spectre's doing, the entire planet could be threatened. You know what to do.
I'm ready, Professor.
I'm afraid these monkey-catching weapons are all I have to give you.
That's okay, Professor. They're all I need.
I love this old heap. She's always there for me. Seems almost as eager as I am to show her stuff. Show everyone what a great team we are. Besides all that, she still makes the best ice cream around. Not a lot of people know that. Guess most people never bother to ask. But I'm not just the ice cream man anymore. And if Calypso or anyone else wonders what I can do on my own, I'm gonna answer them now. I'm going to show everyone what happens when Sweet Tooth gets out of the truck.
Hmm.